Just being back turned towards me. Head turned away from me, like everything was not looking away. And he didn't pretty far away, so I think from like a minute to like go this middle of the emergency. So that's the basically I like back kind of. Well, I'm zooming in to see what the guy looks like. But my phone camera does not see what I see. My phone camera does not see anything. But like what it means or what I put my phone down and I look and he's there. I put my phone back up. He's gone. I put my phone down. He's there. I put my phone up. He's gone. Do you understand what kept going on? He's standing there this fast. I know I probably should have. I probably should just turn my phone. I asked him, hey, need some help? Hey, are you okay? That's what I said. Just start to turn around. But it's not fine. And it's slowly even none of that happens. I don't know that there's another man that just goes through all of them. We gotta get out of here. Yeah. Oh, I see. I what that was like nothing because I felt there. But basically, my phone camera was not picking up what I was seeing. That's never in my life before. Never have an iPhone 17 Pro Max. I'm pretty sure there's nothing faulty about this thing, okay? I don't know. It's freaked me out to the point where I can't stop thinking about it.
23-year-old environmental studies student Richard set out on a short, lonely hike along the Appalachian Trail in Pennsylvania. He was supposed to return in 3 days. The next time he was seen was exactly a year later. In the deep forest of Windsor, 2 hikers came across a semi-campus nest in which a little cancer was found its imperious mouth, usually cut into its skin. He began to respond to voices. His next part of his foot did not answer. He just kept repeating one question. That's the nothing. The first word was a scream. This time hiker was the beginning of a story that revealed one of the darkest secrets of Pennsylvania. 23-year-old environmental studies student Richard Thompson left home at dawn on June 20th. According to his mother, he was calm and focused, saying he wanted to make a little further usual before returning to University Road. The route for it was simple. A section of the Appalachian Trail in Huntington County near the small town of Newfoundland. He knew this place. He had passed it twice before. At 7 o'clock Sunday morning in the morning, a swimmer at a gas station near Harrisburg passed him reaching pouring gas for his energy bottle. He walked to the fan with the footage of him wearing a hiking and a small compass hanging from his backpack. A few minutes later, the Chevy Cavalier pulls out a parking lot and heads west. About 9 o'clock in the morning, according to visitors, his car appeared at the entrance to the Mid-State Trail. In one of the testimonies, photojournalist and elderly man from Altoona described how he saw a young man carefully studying the map and looking the coordinates of his handheld GPS every time. According to him, Richie checked the batteries of his flashlight several times and tied the strap of his backpack. Everything looked standard, as if he was following a familiar route. The lab confirmed the contract in the afternoon. 2 students from Pittsburgh recalled seeing a guy eating a sandwich at the Blue Ridge Lookout. He breathed into his nose, looked calm, and quickly packed up and left. No one paid attention to where he was going. Trails in the area often don't run, and experienced hikers don't usually ask for directions. He was supposed to return in 3 days. This was the agreement with his friend. But on the eve of June 23, Richie's phone was silent 20 o'clock, with several voicemails, and around 10 in the evening, no longer receiving calls. At 2 in the morning, his parents decided they couldn't wait any longer. The next morning, the Huntington County Sheriff received a missing persons report. The officer on duty immediately notified Rock National Park as Richie's route partially passed through their territory. By lunchtime, the first search team of rangers and 3 volunteers who knew the nearby trails well was assembled. The search began with a car. The Chevy Cavalier was parked in the where we had left it. The car was locked, There were no signs of the British. Inside were empty water bottles, a road map, and several soccer debris. In the trunk were spare jacks, but holes which had appeared. Nothing indicated that he was going to disappear or deviate from the route. On the day, we combed the main section of the Mid-State Trail to the south, including the branches to Rattlesnake Ridge. The search dogs picked up the trail quickly, but it broke off at a rocky hill. At the time was simple. Richie could have wandered off the trail, gotten lost in the dense forest, and gone too far to be found. But those who were searching later recalled something else. The area where Richie Connor disappeared always seemed too quiet, abnormally quiet, even to local Lynchians. Most importantly, there were no left places, not a single one. If a person had fallen, hit, broken a leg, something would have been found. But this time the forest was silent, and the longer the silence lasted, the harder it was to lose a few of the things gotten away. A year after Richie Connor's disappearance, the Huntington County Sheriff's Office archives listed him as another unsolved case. And the woods he entered had never returned from, leading to find. In May, with spring in full force in the southern Appalachians, two friends, Dave Rogers and Bob McClain, hiked into the remote Wyndham Massif, 15 miles away from Stephen State. Both were experienced hikers who had known before that nobody was. They told us that it was not the first time they had been. Every year in this part of the mountains, they checked boys' hunting trails where bear tracks were occasionally found. On May 20th, at about 11 o'clock in the morning, they moved off the official routes, guided by the hunters and old markers left under trees the previous generations. The area was flat, sloping slopes, ravines, storm-damaged trees, dry leaves, country and woodland. According to Dave, the first few hours were nothing out of the ordinary. The same things that almost specific for. Around noon, they came to a small natural rise where old, massive pine trees stood. Dave walked ahead, and as he later testified,